In this lesson, we're going to graph a linear inequalities in two variables. To begin with, we have 2x plus 3y is less than or equal to 6, and we're going to solve this for y. So begin by subtracting 2x from each side of the inequality. So then we have 3y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 6. We're going to put the x term first because we want this to be very similar to our y equals mx plus b form so that it will be easier to graph. Then divide every term by 3. So we end up with y is less than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 2. What does this actually mean? This means y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 2, or y is less than negative 2/3 x plus 2. The y equals negative 2/3 x plus 2 is the graph of a boundary line. And the boundary line is going to divide the coordinate system into two regions. Where we have y is less than negative 2/3 x plus 2, this will be a region or section of the coordinate system. It will contain all the ordered pairs in which this inequality is true. So since this is very similar to y equals mx plus b form, we can see that the slope is negative 2/3, and the y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, 2. So with this information, we can graph the boundary line. So we'll begin by plotting 0, 2, and then we're going to use the slope. We're going to move down 2, and then we're going to go to the right 3. Draw an ordered pair. I can draw another ordered pair because I still have room on the graph. Go down 2, over 3. And because of the equality in this inequality symbol, I can draw a solid line through these ordered pairs. And because the inequality symbol is less than, I'm going to shade below the line. All right, let's do another example. And this example will be y is greater than 4x minus 1. Now in this inequality, what is the slope? The slope is 4 over 1, because we want to see the rise and the run. Write that integer as a fraction, so you can see the rise over run. And the y-intercept will be 0, negative 1. So let's plot that ordered pair, that y-intercept, and use the slope to graph the boundary line. So we'll begin at 0, negative 1. The rise is 4, so I'm going to go up 4, and then I'm going to go to the right 1. And then I'm going to draw my boundary line. Now because this inequality symbol does not have equals underneath it, our boundary line will be a dashed boundary line, not solid. And because y is greater than, we're going to shade above the line. Now I know sometimes it can be confusing as to when do you use a solid line, when do you shade above. So if you're going to shade below if your inequality is y is less than, or y is less than or equal to. You're going to shade above the line if your inequality is y is greater than, or y is greater than or equal to. And then your dashed line will be if y is less than or y is greater than. Your solid line will be if the equals is underneath the inequality symbol.